Ani Bojo Nodin Dijnakas Sagin Donji Dodemakwa. Although my mother's not fluent in Anishinaabe Moim, she gave me that name when I was born to honor the little that she knew about her culture at the time. I've always been proud of being Anishinaabe. When I was a child in elementary school, I would even go as far as to lie, saying that I was a full-blooded First Nations person, even though that wasn't the truth. I think I'm proud of being Anishinaabe because my mother and my Nana have always been proud of being Anishinaabe. Being proud was something difficult for them to do as they were raised in an environment which encouraged being proud of who you are. Growing up, I was not taught directly about Anishinaabe culture. However, I believe I learned about it through family and through actions of my family. My uncle Ken Courchene, who's my Nana's younger brother, uh, informed me that the medicine wheel teachings are countless. And that makes sense when you think about it because a circle never ends. It just goes and it goes and it goes. The medicine wheel has many teachings which break the wheel down into 4 parts. So if you think about 4 seasons, you have winter, you have fall, spring, and summer. If you think about the 4 elements, wind, earth, fire, and water, or the 4 directions, east, south, west, and north. My uncle briefly shared with me that a medicine wheel can be made using grandfathers, also known as rocks, and that you can divide the medicine wheel into 4 quadrants which are equal. And you can use 7 rocks for each one of these quadrants. And that's interesting when you think about the average moon cycle of a woman, which is 28 days. 7 times 4 is 28. A common teaching of the medicine wheel is that the human has 4 aspects: mind, body, spirit, and emotion. And all these aspects are equal. Everyone has their strengths, however, in their own particular aspects. So, for instance, my Nana was an incredibly intelligent person and is, and her spirituality through her faith are her strong aspects. My grandfather, George Courchene, was a very strong man, and his gift was certainly his physical aspect. And my mother, Pam Courchene, in her emotional aspect and how loving and her ability to put the needs of others first. Um, I've observed so many times in my life, and that's certainly one of her strong aspects. My uncle Ken Courchene recommended that I read a book, 7 Arrows, which is a book about the medicine wheel. I'd like to share a few of those quotes with you now from the book, 7 Arrows. The medicine wheel can be best understood if you look at it, if you think of it as a mirror in which everything is reflected. The universe is a mirror of the people, and each person is a mirror to every other person. I think that's such a beautiful quote because it's so diverse. We all see the world differently. The cup is either half empty or it's half full, to give you an example. The medicine wheel is a circle which we all sit together with equal but different perspectives. I'd like to share another quote with you now. If you and I were sitting in a circle of people on the prairie, and if I were to place a painted drum or an eagle feather in the middle of this circle, each of us would perceive these objects differently. Our vision of them would vary according to our individual positions in the circle. Each of us would have a unique perspective of the same item. So no one seat is greater than the other in the circle. We all have our perspectives, and all of our perspectives are equal, and they should be respected. I understand that there is a medicine wheel everywhere. A person is a medicine wheel, a group of people are a medicine wheel, a tree is a medicine wheel. I'd like to share another quote with you now. Any idea, person, or object can be a medicine wheel. A mirror for men. The tiniest flower can be such a mirror, as can a wolf, a story, a touch, a religion, or a mountaintop. And this quote tells me that there's a teaching everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's something to learn. Before we conclude, I would like to leave you all with this thought. We can all be medicine for each other. We can heal, We can support, we can lead, and we can understand in good ways. We are all a medicine wheel, and this medicine wheel needs to be honored through holistic wellness, mind, body, spirit, and emotion. Miigwech.